Alright everybody, it's Coach Mac here, coming at you live from the UWS basketball facility. And today we're going to be learning on how to shoot a jump shot. Now, everybody says that, becoming a great jump shooter has stuff to do with how much practice you put in and the techniques that you put into it. And there's a lot of truth behind that. And so what I'm going to be talking about first off is I'm going to talk to you about the B.E.E.F acronym. So B.E.E.F is balance, elbow, eyes, follow. With balance, there's a couple things that I like to break down in each specific letter in the acronym. So balance, first off, you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart at least. And so this will give you a good foundation of balance right there. First and foremost, you want to have your feet shoulder width apart once again. And some people will say you can have your feet pointing this way. Some people say that you can have your feet pointing towards the rim. Either way, make sure that you have balance. And on top of that, come a little bit closer. On top of that, you want to be on your tiptoes. So when you're about to shoot, make sure you're on your tiptoes. Your heels are off the ground, just a little bit. But you still have balance, so it should be no problem. Next thing is that you want your hips and your knees to be over your toes. So you're almost going forward a little bit, but you still have balance. And so when you're going down, you still have balance. Your feet, your knees should be right over your toes. And then your hips should probably be over your heels, not your toes. They should be over your heels. Anyways, and then you get down low. Sometimes you can get into a full squat, sometimes you don't have to. It depends on the motion, how much power you have in your legs right there. Because in the course of a game, you could get tired. You never know. Someone could be on your hip. Just different things can influence where your hips are going to be and like how low you can get. Anyways, so you want your feet. What I do is I point them towards the rim. Everything is lined up towards the rim. And so when you're lining up towards the rim, it should be wherever the front of the rim is pointed towards you. So what I'll do is I'll look at specific spots on the rim. And so you see these little like markers where the net is. I like to look at those spots, and just gives you a foundation of where you should look. That'll bring me to my next one is eyes. Where should your eyes be? Obviously, they should be pointed towards the rim. You shouldn't be looking off into the crowd when you shoot a jump shot. It's common sense. You're looking at where you're going to shoot the ball. Shoot the ball at the basket. So what I'll do is I'll balance up. I'm looking at the rim no matter what. And so this is going to come to next level of basketball knowledge, and being a great jump shooter is you should always know where the rim is. So if you got a defender with his hand right here, like right in front of your face, you should still be able to look at the rim and be like, okay, that's where the rim is. I'm still gonna, take care of my fundamentals, so there should be no problem in my shot going in, and I know where the hoop is. Anyways, and then the next one, so we have balance, eyes. Next one is gonna be elbow. So elbow, this is always different because everybody's different in how they want to shoot the shot. Some people have their elbow out here, some people have it in here. Lonzo Ball, if anyone knows who Lonzo Ball is he goes over the top. But there's one common thing that all great jump shooters have, is that their elbow is going to be facing the rim. So elbow facing the rim. So come over here. I want you to line up right underneath the hoop choke. And so I got my balance, my eyes. And so my next one is an elbow. You see my elbow, you see the hoop, bring it up towards the hoop choke. You see the hoop, my elbow is pointing right at the hoop. It's in alignment with my eyes. It's all in alignment. And then the next level to that is that when you have your elbow pointed towards the rim, you have your arm like this, the ball should be able to sit like this. Just like this. Simple as that. That's how you know that you got balance, eyes, elbow, and then the next one, probably the most important one to me, is your follow through. So, we're going to be talking about your follow through. This one's very important. So you got everything going down. Balance, elbow, eyes, follow through. And when you go up for your shot, the ball should be spinning. So you see that? If you saw it, the ball was spinning like this, that's how you know you got a good follow through. And it's coming right back to you. So you're going up, ball comes right back to you. So I'm gonna break this down. How do you get to that point? First and foremost, it comes with the grip on the basketball. So you want your hand like this. The ball is gonna be sitting on your fingertips. If you see that, the ball is sitting on your fingertips. And there's gonna be a little bit of space underneath the ball in your hand, in the palm of your hand. You just want that little bit of space. Just, I could go into science about it, but there's no reason for it. So you have that down. You have your left hand on the ball, same thing. You got a little bit of space in there, all on your fingertips. Basketball is a very fingertip-oriented sport. You don't want your palm, it just causes too much clutter. And so you got the ball on your hand, going up like this. You got both on your fingertips. So what I like to do on top of that is I'll put my index finger, that's gonna be right on this air hole. Now, like in the middle of a game, obviously you're not gonna be able to just be like, okay, where's the air hole? So I'm gonna put my index finger right here. You're not gonna be able to do that. But when you're practicing, you might as well start getting used to that. So I'll just, when I'm getting warmed up, I'll just put my hand on the air hole and then just like this. Your hands should be just like this. And then on top of that, so a lot of players struggle with like the release of the ball for some reason, and not really sure why. Like some players will like let the ball trail off onto these 3 fingers. No, I don't like that. Some people say that it should be that your middle finger should be the last one to touch the ball. Should be some say it should be your index finger. To be honest, I don't know whether one is better than the other. I just know that you should be ending with your shot and your hand should be like this. So my uncle, who is a great basketball player, what he would always tell me was that every time you're going for your follow through, it's like you're grabbing a cookie out the cookie jar on the top shelf, because you're trying to be sneaky. Mom puts it up there. She doesn't want you to get the cookies, So you're going out there, you're grabbing the cookie out the cookie jar, and it's just like a jump shot. Grabbing the cookie out the cookie jar, ball comes right back to you, okay? Then that brings me to my next one. Is that, come over here. Is that when you're releasing the ball and it's going up, you're looking my arm. You see that? It's straight, it's straight, it's straight up. And you need that because it's a foundation. Then you got enough. You got the right follow through. You hold your arm up, and then what I like to tell the players is that don't like move your arm or anything until it's visible that you miss a shot. That it's visible, like the ball already bounced off and it's going to someone else's hands, and then the rebounder is about to get it and then they're running with it. And so you want to make sure that you're holding your follow through as long as you can. Even if it looks like you're about to miss a shot, you never know. Your follow through can help you throughout the worst situations. There's a lot of times where, say I'm coming off a screen. Say I'm coming off a screen and I'm catching it like this, and like my defender's on my hip, and I'm going up and I'm like a little off balance, but I throw it up and I still have enough follow through and it gets anyways. So that's gonna wrap it up a little bit. So balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. The acronym is B.E.E.F. You guys, any great NBA player, they're gonna tell you that great NBA player that can shoot, that B.E.E.F. is a foundation of being a great jump shooter. Ask Steph Curry, he says it's beef. Anyways, thank you. This is Coach Mac. Thank you for watching.